A little bit. You know, the weirdos never find other weirdos weird.
I'm always weird.
And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. More people should hang out around other weirdos.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
People, how much of a legend? Everyone's calling you a legend, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. What's up, Jamie? God, I'm seeing so many people that I know. Hey, I want to do a quick shout out to my little buddy Scott Kelly Duffy, who's watching. He is a diehard member of the Way of the Cobra Dojo. So I want to say hi to him and everybody else who has bought my book and become a part of the.
To the countdown.
What's occurring, guys? Oh my god, I can't believe I've done on a South Road side. How you doing, guys? It is officially, yeah. We're all gonna go crazy. We're all gonna go mental because we know who's in the background. You all seen the post. You have got my good friend in the background. He is waiting. He is ready. He has got the most fastest punch in the world, as World Guinness record. He is amazing. He's done a lot of charity events as well. He is a super legend. Dorothy, can you not wait until this happens?
I'm all excited.
You're all excited. You know what?
Yes.
I always get excited when he comes on because usually me and Phil and John does this. But tonight I thought, hey, let's get a lot of different people on, have a little experiment. And it's amazing. First of all, audience, hello, Dara Evans. Hello, Maria. How you doing, my darling? Susie, good evening. Annette, good evening. Nigel, how's Santa doing? Okay, guys, I've been looking forward to this. John is a great guy, amazing master of in martial arts. He is literally martial arts over 40 years experience. He is a really, really good friend of ours and a good supporter of the NTV. It's been a year since he's been on here. It's been a year. Red Ridge, how you doing, guys? How you guys doing? Father Christmas is doing okay, thank you. Travis, how you doing, buddy? I like to come on the live. Travis, we will have you on the live one day. I'd be happy to have you on the live one day. Jackie, how you doing? Hope you're okay. I do paranormal adventures. We can arrange something for that, Travis. Right now we got the movie actor of the Grandmaster as well. Grandmaster, wow. I meant Master of KO Kung Fu. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a good friend of ours, John Ozuna. Welcome in, please. Hey, Brian.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. Hey, John. Oh, you're following. You're following. You're muted.
Oh, you've muted yourself.
He's like, yikes. I show mistakes.
We've scared him off.
No, he's like, no.
He was there just now.
He's
Minor technical hitch. We'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be okay. He will be with us. Do you want me to put you in the backstage so you can sort it out? No, but I can lip read. You can't do enough. Try and come back in and out. Try and come back in and out.
I don't know what's happened.
Oh,
Technical hitch. He'll be back with us in a moment.
yeah. I'm just gonna move you, and then try to come back in, and I can kick you out.
That's cool. No problem. Do what you got to do.
We have that technical difficulties, guys. It always happen. Paranormal adventures.
So have you got anything planned for the weekend, though, Drew?
I got loads.
You got a busy weekend ahead of you.
Oh no, seriously, I got loads. That happens to me all the time. So yeah,
Jackie, that's probably because you mute yourself and forget.
That's true. So basically, my plan this weekend is trying to have a lot of paranormal investigation going on shows, bring on paranormal teams, have a good chit chat with them. So yeah, that's what I was having a look at. But yeah, try and get a lot of people on the show. I work for Utility Warehouse, so
we.
Oh wait, that.
Now, can you hear me now?
Hey! Welcome back.
What a fighter! What
How
a fighter!
about that? That's cool. It's great to see you both.
It is. It's really great. John and Phil probably saying hi somewhere in the background. They are really hard to find, actually. John and Phil, if you can hear, I'll say hi to them as well for you guys. How have you been, my brother? Because
Good.
It's been a while. It's been a year.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's almost a year to the day, because the last time we had an interview, you and I, it was last year, like the 20th, I think. And wow, it's almost a year to the day.
Wow. Whoa. I can't believe how long it's actually.
It's been too long. Yeah.
It is. We have contact most of the time sometimes, because you are a busy guy making movies.
Yeah.
New ones.
Yeah. It's been fantastic. Last year, actually, pardon me, this year, the last movie I've been working on is a movie called The Bouncer. I do have the lead role on that one, which I'm honored to have that role. And we actually filmed in Romania, and that was one of the most unique things. Yeah. So,
what was Romania like? What was like?
I had never been there before. People are very hospitable. They're fantastic. I loved it. It was kind of like a second home in a way. Well, because I lived there for about 3 weeks. So it was great. It really was. I didn't have a whole lot of time to sightsee or anything like that. But I was in the city of Bucharest, and we filmed the movie entirely out of that city. And let me tell you, it was the movie. Basically, it has to do with a guy that's from the United States. He runs off to he escapes from the United States to Romania to start a new life, and he's had some trouble in his life. His background, he's kind of a special forces, kind of Navy SEAL sort of guy. So he's skilled in martial arts and skilled in other things. And he's taken on the job as a bouncer at a club. And his trigger is seeing women mistreated and abused. So in the process of his bouncing and doing his job, he's seeing many women are being mistreated. So, he takes the time to try to save one of them, and it just happens to be one of the young ladies that's attached to a Russian mob, and then everything ensues from there. Everything's crazy after that.
That's my type of film. To save the ladies and save anyone. There's a lot of females out there who actually go through this. Sorry, apologize. Bit of trouble in there. Apologize. A lot of ladies go through there and being abused. And that movie is a really good intel. Someone will try and save them, and there will be someone always there to save them. And that movie means a lot in my expectation to you as well, especially done the World's Guinness Records charity for is it for self-defense of children, if I'm right, for people?
It has a lot to do with human trafficking. So, You know, it is something that is a constant that always happens, and the operation of human trafficking. There's so many parts to it. You know, everything from the person that initially kidnaps individuals, you know, and they're paid solely just to do that, and then from that, you know, they're taken to different countries, and they're you know, dependent on drugs, and they're, you know, brought into prostitution, and they're promised something. They're promised a glorious life. They're promised maybe, you know, maybe potentially somebody who wants to be a model or an actor or something like that. And so they promise a lot, and they wind up being the slaves of this industry, and it's a horrible thing that happens all the time. So it definitely has to do with that subject, and it's an action film. I mean, there's a lot from the beginning all the way through. You'll be entertained. There's a lot going on.
I bet it was like a legend working with the two brilliant. I do forget names sometimes. This is me having a moment. What were their names again? What was the two main? The other two characters?
So one of the main is Costas Mandylor. Costas Mandylor is a well-known actor. He's done a lot of really big Hollywood movies and worked with some really big Hollywood stars. And you know, it's amazing to have worked with him, because he's a very veteran, seasoned actor. And you know, and when he and I, you know,
he's kind of a joker guy.
Yeah, he's quite amazing, because you know, he's originally from Australia. He lives in Portugal, and he's got this deep voice, and you know, he calls me, "Hey, Johnny boy, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Every scene, we're gonna get the most out of that scene. So Johnny boy, I'll tell you what. Follow my lead, and we're gonna make some magic." You know, and that's just the way he is. You know, so he's
sounds fun.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy, and so
he's gonna be like a super guy to you. Then can you imagine that guy? What's his name from Taken? His voice probably sound like, "You better watch out. Better not cry. I'll tell you what. I know some deadly."
Yeah, exactly. He plays just he's the opposing. He's the bad guy in this film, and he plays the Russian mob boss. He takes it to the next level. He's just an amazing character. He looks great on film. Another person I worked with was Simon Phillips. Simon Phillips.
Oh, I heard of him.
Yeah, originally from Ireland, but from, you know, grew up in the UK, lives in Canada right now. An amazing actor. Oh, you know, he recently just worked with Bruce Willis and Mel Gibson. So he's done some wonderful things. And yeah, I'm honored. I'm honored to be able to work with such seasoned actors that just, you know, help me get the most out of, you know, my performances out there. So it's a lot of great stuff. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. It's in post-production right now. It comes out, I want to say, in about a couple months. You know, I you know, once the trailer comes out, Drew, I'll let you know. And I'll let everybody know.
I'll be watching that.
And the trailers, I've had a little preview of the trailer. It's exciting. It's really exciting. So.
I like it when I look at your trailers, because I've seen some stuff of John's, and every time when his trailer comes up, I get how fun sitting there, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay, I want to watch it now. This is what I want to do." But
that's the whole point of trailers, are there to tease us.
Exactly. Exactly.
To get you on the edge of your seat before you've even got there.
Exactly right. Exactly.
I'm waiting for Demon Fighters.
Yes, definitely.
That's what you said in this one.
Yeah, I recently spoke with David Espinosa, who is writer, director, and you know, part of CRA Entertainment. And I know you've had him on the show before.
Yeah.
So spoke with him recently. You know, they did something different with this one. So not to give away any part of this, but they added something in the beginning of the film that was not originally intended to be in the film. And so they took time and you know, obviously energies to make this particular scene happen in the beginning. And I really like the direction they're going with this. When I spoke with him, he said it's almost there. So we're getting really close for for a release date on Demon Fighter.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, and on
I
that
can't-
one, if you're not, again, for those that don't know about that one, I do have the lead on that one as well. I play Father Michael, guy who's had a really rough past. He's been through the prison system. His only mentor was in prison was a priest, and he himself followed the priesthood, so he became a priest, and he's really kind of reinventing himself. He's trying to do things good in life versus what he used to do in the past, and so it's kind of a horror action film sort of genre, and it's there's a lot of spirituality in this film, so it's really really neat. This is a very unique film.
It's I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm actually splurring. Like, this guy said to me once.
It's giving us all a shower.
It's good that you have got a
So
beard.
excited.
You can soak it all up with that beard, buddy.
It's all going in there. It's all going in there. It's all getting dribbled. I'm like, I'm enjoying it. It's so
Oh, yes.
nice to hear that information.
Just a little bit much.
Yeah, it's a no. Sorry. So, but John, I have got people. It's okay. Can I answer some of the people's information to say hi quickly to them?
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well?
absolutely. You go ahead.
We have. John has been amazing to our show. He's been supporting us for over a year now. He's coming to the long time. The more longer you're with us, the more we're going to make a little party of it, I think. But John's been amazing support network for DNTV, and he's an absolutely amazing amazing person as well. His students always watch us now and then when he's on, and thank you to his students as well for doing that as well.
Absolutely.
So my proudest, they're amazing. Susie Arnold, hello my darling. Jackie, superstar. Linda, my darling, I do see you and I have read you. I am catching up some of the comments as well. Annette is on here. Let's have thumbs up for our guest people, Annette Mod. It's Linda Yipper, amazing master of journal, and that's Marie. Is it Marie? If I got her name right.
Marie, yeah. Hey, Marie. Hey, Marie. She's Marie's fantastic. Marie, she's just such a wonderful. She's actually one of my instructors at the school, and her son takes martial arts. But Marie, it's so unusual. Let me see if I can explain the story. I'm teaching outside, and her son, she's enrolled her son into the school, and I've only had some brief conversations with her, and she had read my website and the information in the background. So, to give you a little bit of background, the reason I took martial arts, I would have taken it no matter what. But my best friend of all time, he and I made a pact, and we promised one another that we would take martial arts together. And he was already going to school, so I was just going to basically just join his school so that he and I can be best friends and do the same things together. Unfortunately, very tragically, he lost his life in an accident. And I do appreciate that, I do, and he was a hang gliding enthusiast. In one of the days that he was hang gliding, he had a very bad accident. So I'm age 13, at the time, and this happened, and my life is just, it's devastating. Yeah, his mom was like my second mom, and I was close to the family, but now, fast forward decades later, Marie had approached me, and I was outside teaching, and she goes, "So, Master Ozuna, so you knew Damien?" And Damien was my best friend, and I had not heard his name in decades. It just blew me away. And I'm saying, well, yeah, you know, and then that's where our connection was, you know, that she just happened to be Damien's sister's goddaughter. So she's a goddaughter of my best friend, you know,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's so we have this family connection that's amazing. But she's gone on to becoming an amazing cardio kickboxing instructor, and she's the
Whoa,
best. She's the best. She's
it's
just amazing.
amazing.
So it's
It's
great. It's great.
amazing.
So hi Marie.
It's a good story, actually, but full of respect. But sorry about your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really apologize. Um, I have seen pictures of him standing on the stairs, pulling the stands out. And I was saying, I had an amazing instructor called Rob Harris
Yes.
from, I don't know if you know him, but from Seven Dragons in Swansea, in Wales. He was a great instructor, amazing guy. And when I was a kid, they used to call me a little bit of a wild kid because my master, or my Sifu, he learned me you contain everything, but you can control it as well
Mhm.
with knowledge and understanding it. When I used to play man in the middle, do you do that in their club? Well, they put man in the middle and they used to make you spar with them. And if you get dropped on the floor, you're out of the game
Yeah.
or you get like tapped out. So he was a great guide to me, really great guide to me. And I remember I was only 10 or 11, and I literally had this big kid now, and I mean big, and he was green belt,
Uh-huh.
and I was only like what, a red belt, and he comes running at me. I was like, oh no, because I was down, but I wasn't fully tapped out because I
Exactly.
had the other kid down, and he comes running at me, and I literally feet in the air, hands over. He went flying off the mat. And I didn't mean that, but they were all amazed. But that's it. You know, it was quite amazing. I got a little bit upset because I thought I hurt him. He comes over and he goes like this. He said, Drew, I'm going to give you a hug because that was brilliant. I've never been thrown like that. So I give him a hug. And we
Weren't
both,
expecting that.
he wasn't expecting it at all, even I wouldn't. But it just showed us we were very respectful. Our
Yeah.
instructor showed us how to be like brothers and sisters in the
Yeah.
club.
You
And
know,
we looked out
it's
for each other.
yeah, and that's a wonderful story because it's a story that I hear so often, and you know there are very few subjects where like martial arts where it reveals so much about yourself. You learn a lot about yourself, and you know you begin to understand things that you do well, but you also reveal things that you're not so good at. And martial arts helps to kind of create that balance between those two. And you know it shows you respect for everybody. It doesn't matter where anybody's from, because think about this, Drew. uh, when we take martial arts, we're already embracing somebody else's culture just by taking
Yeah.
martial arts, because it's not a Western. It's not European. It's Eastern. It's Eastern, and you know, and martial arts originally, what we know is Chinese kung fu, originally came from India originally. And there's two things that India contributed to China: martial arts and religion. And what we know now is all the different styles of martial arts. Chinese martial arts, you know, originally came from India. So you're embracing people's cultures when you do that already, you know, and a little bit you learn the language, because a lot of what I had to do was I learned Mandarin, simply because that's my teachers spoke only Chinese. They spoke Mandarin, and we had to learn how to, you know, certain words and how to count in Mandarin, and it was just part of what we did. You just embrace it. So it's great.
It is actually really great, especially when it comes from Mandarin and learning Mandarin as well. And then coming from India, I know martial arts come from a very long history of the culture of India because India is the one who got the techniques out
Yeah.
first, and respect to them full out.
Yeah.
And then it just moved on to the next culture of it. and that's what I love about it. But wow, this is an amazing conversation. Sorry, I got hooked on it already. I'm everywhere tonight.
Mama D hasn't said enough.
Mama D, you two need
I'm
to
just
speak.
intrigued in the conversation that's going on. I say the closest thing I've ever done to any form of martial arts was many moons ago before children. I did a little bit of kickboxing.
Wow. Okay.
That's the only thing I've ever done. And I think I might have started karate at one point. Stop dribbling, Drew. Nice one, Daryl.
It's Max. Hi, Max, my darling. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I would love to work out with you.
Oh my God, these are so amazing people on here, brother. John Ozuna is a bloody legend.
Oh
He
man,
is.
thank you so much. I too kind. But there's no such thing as a little bit of kickboxing.
Well, I think I only went for a few weeks, but I enjoyed it while I was there.
It's good. Just when you put your hands up and you hit something, and
Yeah.
it just you get that, wow, okay, that feels good to hit something.
Yeah.
Rather hit something than hit somebody. So that's the best way to do it.
And that's exactly what I tell my son when he kicks off with his ADHD.
Yes.
I'll find him a pillow and say, "Here you go, take it out on the pillow."
Absolutely. Those are great things.
Don't tell my secrets, Dorothy, now, okay? I did not.
Right. Just because I haven't brought my son up for you to meet so you can both punch each other.
Oh, my days. Oh,
I hate to imagine what you two would be like in the room together. No.
Well, this is one funny thing, Dorothy, honest God. Billy Dawkes, they call him the Sharon Warrior in Wales. They called him, bless him, he died. A super legend guy. He was judo. Judo. Bam, bam. He threw you up and he threw you down. And I loved this slam he did on this guy. And this guy was a yellow belt.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And I said, I want to have a go. He said, but you're white. I said, I want to have a go though. Can we try? And he's like, okay. And he literally, I used to say this a lot to everyone, picks me up and just goes crack. And you can hear this big slam. And I used to get up and I go, can we do it again, please?
Felt like fun.
So, if it was me and John, I think I would have fun with John, especially with Tony, you and Tony, the masters, both masters. I think I would have fun because martial arts was a time of, you can have fun with the instructors, either getting chucked in the air or getting slung or getting strained. But it is really fun. It is really fun.
It is. It's and that's one of the things after all these years, I've been involved with martial arts for like 41 years. Think about that, Drew. Twice your age.
That is twice my age. I'm only 30 next month. That's definitely twice my age. But does that make you 52?
I am so much older than 52. Roughly, yeah, roughly, right about there.
I was close.
But, this is funny.
I'm being quiet on that one.
When you do what I do, and I think anybody that dedicates themselves to it, and then you go through the process of competition, and so I've competed since 2 weeks from beginning of training. The 2 weeks, they had a tournament, and then I
Ever been so mad you could tackle a horse? I have. A horse always wins.
I love that. That's fantastic.
I'm not going to go and argue with a horse. They have big, sharp feet.
I didn't mean that while he was talking, John. I didn't know me.
Sorry.
But so you go through the process of competition, and I fought full contact fighting from the very beginning, and you do it regionally, and then you do it throughout the state and the country, and I found myself competing all over the world, so Europe and all over Asia, and then you put a lot of miles on your body. You do, because you break so many things in the process. So every little pain is a reminder of what you did.
Oh, that's true. It's true. No, I agree with that. I agree with John, you got a compliment that. Oh my god, you look like
Oh my
38.
God. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. That's
Now,
I would
I
never
think she's
believe
just
you were
making
over
up.
50 either.
That's very nice. Thank you.
John, you've been in the movie industry. You met some amazing people.
Yeah.
Who have you met through your career of the movie industry? Who have you met? Like,
I've worked with, so I was in Matrix 4. I worked with Keanu Reeves in Matrix 4, and so I spent about 11 days on set and was in just about every scene that for each one of those days. Tom Hardy, Venom. I was in Venom 1, Venom 2. So Tom Hardy and Venom 2, Woody Harrelson. So again, all just amazing actors. I mean, the list kind of goes on because I've been in some pretty big productions. It's, for example, Keanu Reeves. A lot of people will ask, is he as nice of a guy as people say he is? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. He's a very kind gentleman, and he's somebody that he's spiritual. He's a very spiritual guy, and he sees the world larger than himself, and he knows that he's just plays a part in this. But just having worked with them, and there's a few pictures where we're side by side working together. He if somebody wants an autograph, he'll do it right there on the spot. If somebody wants a selfie, he'll do it. Just no questions asked. He's patient, he's kind, he's nice. But then you meet other people on the other end of that too that are quite rude and a little bit of full of themselves. And so I mean, you meet a little bit of everybody. You do. It's just a mixed bag. It's life. It really is life, and it's how you perceive it. And I've always been guided to just treat people with kindness and respect, no matter what. Doesn't matter. In making a movie, every person that contributes in front of the camera, behind the camera, background extras, it doesn't matter. They all contribute to that project, and everybody's role in it is just as important, because it completes the film. It's almost like, when you're putting a puzzle together, if you pull out one little piece, it doesn't seem like it's right. Like something seems wrong. But you put that piece back together, and then you have a complete picture, and it's a beautiful picture. So I've had a good fortune of working with some pretty A-list actors, and those that are, I mean, some of the best actors I've ever worked with have not been the ones that have really been in the spotlight. Christina, I like Christina.
I have to wave. I was
Absolutely.
like, what? I can multitask, because when he was in the spotlight, as you were, I was enjoying that conversation. I can multitask.
Oh, you're great, Drew. You're fantastic.
I
You're the master MC out there.
See that?
They start doing the magic tricks in a minute.
No, don't do the magic tricks. Like, you can't see me.
Now you see me, now you don't.
John, I think you have done a lot of work, amazing work. The banter looks, I've seen pictures.
Thank you.
Well, okay, he's definitely into that character. And I think the bouncer is going to make it, especially with the producer. If I write, is his name Mike or Max?
Max, yeah. So Max, yeah, exactly. Max Cherokee, originally from Italy, lived a good part of his life in Hollywood. And so, I mean, he still has his California driver's license, but now lives in Colombia. He lives in Colombia. He really is. He's a class act because, he really knocks out one film after another, but quality films. And most of the films that he does are action adventure. He always puts very known, well-known people in all his films. They have great distribution. So you have, Lionsgate that does domestically within the United States, that releases a lot of his films. You have Cinetel. Cinetel does the international distributions. As a matter of fact, the Bouncer, they're going to take the Bouncer to the Cannes Film Festival for the marketing. So they're doing to try to get greater distribution in Europe. But I know that they have, I believe, Italy. I think they're attacking a good amount of Europe, so you'll be able to see the Bouncer very easily once it comes out. So,
I can't wait.
it's definitely coming out there.
It'd be on Amazon, wouldn't it? It'd be on Amazon.
Yeah. It should be out there in all the streaming. Yeah, all the streaming.
All the streaming. As
venues.
Netflix took it, yeah.
But Max is a great guy because he's, every director is different. You have certain directors that they have you. That the script is the Bible, and if you don't say every single word the way it's written, then it's just like cut. Let's do it again, and you can see frustration, coming out of them. And Max is a person where he's always said that the script is a guideline, that the actors are there for the purpose of bringing these characters to life, and giving them a heartbeat, and a soul. And so if we suggest different things and say, hey, I think my character might say this versus this, as long as it doesn't change the meaning of what the scene's doing, he's really great about that. He'll guide us in a slightly different direction. Say, no, let's do this instead of that. I really enjoyed working with them. Plus, he's hysterical on set because he's always cracking jokes all the time. So it breaks up a little bit of the levity, the pressure of performing, and you still have that because we put it on ourselves because we want to do well. I mean, we really want to bring justice to the film and to the scene, and feel proud about the work that we do. But Max puts things in a great perspective. So I really enjoy, and I'll be working with him in future films. So that's going to be coming up too.
I can't wait to this. I can't.
Me either.
Max, I spoke to Max last time, but Max was so busy because he's got a lot of stuff going on, especially I think it was something to do with Universal as well.
Yes. He's got. In fact, let me. He's got another movie coming out. Maximum Speed. That's the next one. So he's filming in Romania also, and I can't reveal too much, but that one it's got some great talent in it, and the distribution is going to be quite spectacular.
I think me and you should have a little chat with Max together because
yeah, absolutely, I would love that. Yeah, you know what? It would
not hide in the corner somewhere.
I wouldn't do it unless you're there, Mama D.
Yeah, Mama D's like a legend. She's very cool. I mean, Mama D.
I'm just me.
I gotta give it to her, John. Mama D, straight out with John and Philip and the other networks on it, the Parapost to the DMTV Neps, Phoenix and Stags, and Team Spirit Paranormal. If it weren't for all these guys, they're amazing. And Mama D comes into my life late down the line. Me and Mama D has done some work, but me and Phil and John has done some major work as well. And if it weren't for these guys today, I think the NTV would have been finished and that. But they actually, if it weren't for all these people,
know that DNTV is your baby, Drew. We won't let you give that up.
It is my baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is my baby. It's something I really enjoy. And for you being supportive to our channel, I cannot say enough to say thank you for that. Because if I could give you something like award or something like that right now, but when I come down to your area, I will give you something to say a big thank you for being a massive supportive to our channel.
I mean, it's my privilege. It really is. Drew, you've got you've got great people around you. You really do, and a great concept. And I love being on your show. I mean, to me, it's a great honor. You know, it's time well spent. It's talking, it's reconnecting with a family member.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I love that, I couldn't wait to get a chance to chat with everybody.
You've been looking forward to it, I wanted to say. I remember a couple of days ago, you messaged me. I messaged you. I said, look, I'm coming back. Would you like to come back on? And then suddenly you just messaged back, hey, are we still on this week? He got so excited, guys. I'm not even telling you. He literally, first post he grabbed on, whacked it on his Facebook, and he was so excited. He was. And for the few days, we've all been working. And Daryl, bless him, last night he made a video, and I think I sent it to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
He literally took about 5 or 6 just to do the over voice.
Oh, that voiceover was funny.
The over
It was
voice
good.
was amazing, and I couldn't say enough thank you to that guy. And to
All I'm
Phil.
going to say is I'm beginning to forget what his real voice is like, because whenever he's leaving voice clips, it's always some funny voice. It's
So
never his
it
own
always
voice.
sounds like this. It always sounds like this. Ready? I'm about to. Autobots come together. It's now the season of Autobots. Transformers. So we literally like to do that voice. The Transformers in the cinema. And we both like to play about that sort of voice. But sadly my throat actually gone pretty bad. And I can't do much of it. But when my throat really goes deep, it sounds like Autobots. It just goes like Autobots. It sounds like it. And we were like, cut away. But he was, bless him, he did get frustrated yesterday. Darren, thank you for that video for John as well.
That's great. Yeah, thank you guys for for putting it together and stuff. That's great.
Oh man, it was a giggle last night though. It was. You should hear it. Here's a cheeky question. I'm
Go.
gonna be cheeky now. I always like being cheeky, guys. It's true. It's the life of him. Okay. What do you ever think TNTV should have its own TV presenting show?
Oh,
Like literally.
that would, I mean, wow. Yeah, that'd be great. Why not? Yes.
Well, you hear it, guys, from this. Mav, it would be. I think it should. And I think John should tell his producers and say if we don't do it, we'll mash that stick button.
I could be contractor for things.
Well, your movies you were one of the contractors, if I remember rightly.
That's great. So let me ask you, Drew, something. What's next for you?
What's next? Oh God. Well, my next is dealing with the Night Templars, which is an
Great.
honor.
Great.
It's amazing, especially helping people, saving people if I need to be. My next journey for the NTV is have his own show on actual national TV around the world, because it would be a great show to bring entertainment. We have a lot of people saying to us they like Brew the Drew, they like the NTV. We want to get it further for us as a better future. They love the entertainment. In my head, how I planned it out, which I'm going to do with you and Tony in the next few days, is have a game created, like question cards answered, and we can have a giggle about it.
Absolutely.
But it's enjoyable of it. And my aim is to make the MTV on national TV, not for fame, nothing for like that, for actually people enjoying an actual show. You can have a laugh, getting gunged again, getting crazy about it, having movie actors like yourself, instructors about their clubs, even small little teams being on national TVs in the paranormal field. It's about building that community and telling everyone's else story. Even we got thousands out there. It's about, that's my next step, is to make something from the NTV. And that's my next level, is trying to be part of Knight Templars, which I am, and it's an honor, and help people out, and
Yeah.
also make something from the NTV, and that's what I really want,
That's great.
is people like yourself to support us or sponsor us. We can get further, and Amazon is already watching us
Wow,
left and right.
that's
Um,
fantastic.
we hit some like 43 million people watching us under 30 days.
Wow.
And we're not about the numbers. We don't care how many 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5. What we do is watch the analyst, and that's what we're happy about. And we respect people watching our shows. And that's the next step I want to take it for, is to give people something to enjoy and something to love. And, you got everyone talking about everything
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
bring them down. But actually, all I want to do is help anyone to be the same level as me. And it doesn't matter how small, how big, it's here in the story how it can be. And that's what I want to do. And if it does make it like that, I want to make sure I can help homeless and people go missing and refund them with their family or to build them a house. That's what I really want to do. I've done this whole show live for many years now. I've done readings. A lot of people loved my readings.
Mhm.
Dorothy will tell you, main guy of the page of FBI. He was a skeptic until I gave him a reading.
Mhm.
And I told him, tell him to not walk by the shop. As he was walking by the shop, the light fell on him.
Oh my goodness.
Or
Wow.
Not on
it
him.
would have
Not on him.
if he'd have crossed the road where he normally does.
Wow.
But he didn't cross the road, and as he stepped towards the shop, the light came down across the road where he would have crossed.
Wow. That's amazing.
And my good friend Roman's on now, so my brother.
Hi, Roman.
So this is my friend Roman. He's a little Knight Templar,
That's great.
which he'll be coming on in a bit, I think, in the background or in the show if he wants. He's got the link. But that's what I want to do for DNTV, is really move on to my next step. My next step is finding a producer who can actually make it happen for us.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I actually do need a producer to help us out. And that's why I want to make a next step for it. So
That'd be
to
great.
say this on live air, it's a lot of people gonna and ah, but I do want to make something from it to
Yeah.
bring to people's television or social media platform,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
bring anyone on it as I can. Bring on people who want to tell these stories, people who wants to be interested. I'm interested into everything,
Yeah.
and um, let me tell you this bit. There was this guy I knew in Bristol town, ex-veteran, and what made me think about a lot of stuff on social media. He served for the country, but he wasn't being seen, and I felt really bad because no one was seeing him.
Mm.
So I went out every time and done a bit of shopping, and did a bit of shopping all the time, kept going and going.
Mhm.
And I started thinking about the NTV. I started thinking about the DTV. My friend Coyote said, "Hey, do you want to work together?" Coyote,
Yeah.
Kai. So the five broadcasts. So we said, "Yeah, fair enough. Let's work together. We're doing really well so far." And then that glitch happened, as you know, when someone tried to ruin someone.
Mhm.
if you can remember rightly, we had that glitch, and
You rose above it.
we rose, we come back, and we went stronger.
right.
And then I met Phil and John, and Phil and John was being amazing brothers, amazing friends. I rather have them by me, and Dorothy as well now. But
They were there long before me, though.
my fracture, this fracture. If I had the money, I could have saved his life.
Hmm.
3 weeks later, he died.
Hmm.
He took it. Council wouldn't sort him out. The government was down here, they're taking too long. And it made me realize, if I could have put the effort in a bit more, somehow,
It's
then
not always that easy, though, Drew.
it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not.
exactly.
I mean, I've currently got a homeless person at my house at the moment.
Oh wow, wow.
And I have done on and off for the last few years because I used to volunteer at an all-night cafe,
Mm-hmm.
which was for the homeless. So, and they had to close the cafe, and now they only do the food outreach side of things. So
Yeah, yeah.
I've helped one person who he was in his 70s, bless him, and he was homeless.
Yeah.
And he was literally sleeping in the woods because he kept saying that as long as I stay near the trees, I know I'm going to be warm because I can get the heat from the trees.
Wow, wow.
And I was like, no, not now that I know. So he was on my sofa for nearly 2 years, and then we managed to get him into his own sheltered accommodation.
Wow.
So
That says a lot, and thank you for doing that and being so wonderful that you would do that. Just I think what happens is I think we lose sight that they're real people,
yeah,
and that each and every person that is homeless has their story as to how they got there, and we always think the worst of them. We just tend to always think the worst and say,
they're not all
oh,
bad though. That's the. I mean, yeah, you do get the odd one or two that you take one look at them and you think, hang on, something's not right. There's
exactly.
a reason why you're where you are.
Exactly.
But without somebody giving them the time of day to even just talk to them to find
Yeah.
out their story, which
Yeah.
is all they want most of the time, is somebody to talk and help if they can.
Absolutely, yeah. Just and they know. I think every person that finds himself in that situation, and they're having to survive, which means going out and asking for money or trying to do something that they can get a little bit of money. They know that people are going to see them in a certain way, and but there's something to be said for their insistence in not giving up. That every day, like clockwork, they do a certain something so that they can earn something so that they can continue to live. And and there's people that are going to exploit everything, and there's people out there that are not really homeless, but they'll play that, and they're just trying to get money, and they're trying to con people left and right. Just there's people out there that just always Leslie, hi Leslie. There's people out there that will always try to take advantage of people, and they do it in every situation, and it's unfortunate that that's their method. And I mean, some of them are very intelligent and talented, and and whatnot, but they choose to go in a direction where they see people as they prey on people in order to get whatever they're trying to get. It's a hustle, it's a con,
Yeah.
and that's where it puts a bad light on those that are just find themselves in that situation or just truly trying to survive.
Yeah.
And so that's wonderful. That's wonderful that you're doing that. You know, like I said, you know, just everybody has value. You know, treat people with kindness and respect, no matter what. No
It
matter what.
is.
You know,
It is. No matter what of that, just treat them with all respect. Do you know, I've helped a lot of people. People's helped me. And if they struggle, I offer my pocket to them. No matter what I'll do, my door's open. But I always say, if you don't respect my family and myself, then the door's not open because it shows them we're stronger. When I say apologies, I always have an open hand as an awful, um, no, not awful, an oath I got as a meaning to help anyone. Um, and I think it's really important for everyone to understand. You can look at them on the street and you think, oh, he's homeless, he's smelling. But then you think about it, you see them on the street every day, got no home, no warmth, and they're drinking alcohol, they're doing some sort of drugs. They're not doing drugs for the fun of it, they're doing drugs because
Their
they've,
escape.
yeah, for the escape, to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can comfort them and to say, hey, it's okay, I'll get you food and a drink, at least that one person can make that homeless person happy. And sometimes you just gotta look at a bigger picture, and that's what we have to do. My friend Dawn Cummins, which I'll mention, she always says to me, no matter what is left in your wallet, offer it to them
Mm-hmm.
because they need it. And
Yeah.
you don't have to give them cash. You can go in and get food.
I
from
go
them.
and buy them. I buy
Yeah,
food
yeah.
and drink for them.
Yeah,
So that way
exactly.
you know it's going on things they need rather
Yeah.
than things that they think they need.
Everything is tight, but if we can look after ourselves as world of peace,
Yeah.
we'll get that world of peace because we can't look after everyone ourselves. That world of peace won't happen until it comes to that order. So, it's really important for us to be supportive and really be there for everyone else. Even if it's your worst enemy, even if it's for your worst enemy, and
Yeah,
you bam, gotta be there for them. And they might not want you there, but you can say, hey, just letting you know, I know we don't like each other or whatever, but I hear the
Yeah.
bad news. And I just want to say, I hope you're okay. And that's
Yeah.
the answer I like to say to them. And that's one good thing about yourself, John, is you're spiritual and intelligent in yourself. As a movie actor, you don't let the movie fame go to your head. You
Thank you.
you tell the truth how it really is. And that's what I like about you. Because you're very spiritual, you're very openly, and you tell them how to balance and how to look after yourself. You've done it with me. So, and that's the importance of that meaning is
Drew, I really appreciate that. I really do. And it's, it's hard for me to understand why certain people will let this get to their head, I guess. Because for me, I mean, essentially, we're contractors. We're contracted to do a job. We're hired for a particular period of time. We're expected to know what we're doing, and you just want to do the best that you can. So when you're on the job, you go out there, you deliver, you hopefully give them more than what they anticipated, um, and you feel proud about the work that you do, and you establish a good working relationship with people, and then once it's done, you celebrate the fact that you did it together, but then you're on to that next job. So you're a contractor, and it's, I think somebody who's lived life enough, one of the things that you do experience is loss. You experience a lot of loss, and you can either learn from the experience and appreciate life in every aspect of life and every person in life, or be bitter, be and just, again, it kind of has to do with where do I want to put my energy? Do I want to invest time and energy into being angry, upset at the world and blame the world for my personal problems,
Yeah.
or do I appreciate things in life? Do I appreciate the fact that I have a wonderful family and friends and people around me, and thank God the fact that I have those people around me. And so when I lost my best friend very young, and I think from the very beginning, having had that loss, you just learn to appreciate people in your life, because you just never know.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's
So,
true.
going back to the film The Bouncer, that ties into some of the things that I do in my life, because I have been through domestic abuse, and
I'm
I've
sorry.
come out the other side of it. That's their problem, not mine anymore.
Mhm.
And as you say, it makes you that stronger person. And because I had to come away with nothing except for myself and my children, I can understand where the homeless people are, because for a little while I was homeless, but I had a roof over my head because I was in a place for women
Yeah.
and children. So if it wasn't for them, I would have been homeless. But that's why I've always taught my children that we've got a roof over our head.
Mhm.
As long as we've got food in our stomachs and we've got our friends and we've got our family, nothing else matters.
Absolutely.
And that's why I took my youngest one with me when I used to volunteer at the All Night Cafe, because she's only 13 now, and she used to come with me to volunteer and talk to some of the homeless people.
Wow.
And she got to make some really good friends out of that. And for me, it was letting her see that you don't need to have all the brand name things. You don't need to have everything that everybody else has got. You don't need to have all of the technology. You can still go out and live your life without all of those behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I do what I do, to help people,
Well,
because I've been there.
Thank you for sharing that, because that's
Not a problem.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but to your point, you have to sometimes have had that experience in order to be the better version of ourselves.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate that we have to walk that road, but it's if we hadn't, we may have never learned that experience, those lessons from that experience. So that's I have a great deal of respect for you.
Now you can understand why I get called Mama D.
So guys, hello Roman. Hello Roman.
Excuse me.
He looks like he's like in a cave.
It must be warm where he is.
He's actually in Malta.
Yeah, he's over in Malta. Lucky person.
Oh wow.
He's like super legend. He's brilliant. He's cool. I like him. I'm just gonna answer quickly. Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing great. A smile is sometimes enough to take to sit down and say hi. It does not cast anything yet. It falls out of reach. Yep. I agree with that.
Absolutely. Beautiful. That's nice.
Hello, William. Hope you're okay, mate. And I hope you're doing all right, my brother. Okay, this is my sister, guys. So,
hello.
Just say hello to mum. So,
I say hello to your mum too.
So, while we talk about it, let's give John some boonies. I know we go around time, but hello, Marcus. Wow, how you doing? Let's get a bit of time. So, John, I got a team called Drew's Amigans Bullying. Okay, for the last 3 months, I've been dealing with lots of stuff with my mum in the hospital.
I'm sorry.
I won't give a name of the hospital because this is what I've been doing. For the last 3 months, in the background, guys, I've been dealing with a lot of stress. Dorothy's actually been there. All my team has been there, including Jonathan. And I had my mum cried, break down, mentally having a mental health psychological problem at that time. Doctors weren't listening. Rights as a patient got violated in this hospital. She asked to go home after the second month. The doctors, all the nurses did not listen. They kept saying horrible things. And we had 10 people witnessing that conversation with the nurses and doctors. Now, nothing to go out there bad about them. They still do a good job. They still part of this job. Okay, there's some doctors and nurses out there does not serve to be that qualified to be like that. But we actually won the case for 3 months. I had a phone call. My mum was crying on the phone, and the hospital weren't listening to your rights to be, to be. She wanted to go. She wanted to get out of that. They weren't letting her go. Understand whatever illness it is, but if her wishes wants to die at home or to get better at home, then that so must be it. So, and they weren't listening. They weren't listening, Tom. And they kept winding it up and kept making her feel bad. So I kicked in on, I think, what day was it? Tuesday or Wednesday, Dorothy? It was
I think it was
Tuesday.
on Tuesday because it was after the Easter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Tuesday. I kicked in when I heard her cry. And I basically put in every single pound. Me and my sister, we had fallouts, we had problems, but we worked together just to keep it going. And we finally done it. And I said, no more is no more. I went on to the health board. I rang them up, told them what's going on. And then I looked up the laws, what laws they violated. And I basically just rammed the law in their face. And if it weren't for them laws, she would have been still there, stuck in the hospital, getting abusive behavior. Now, please bear in mind, people, not all nurses and doctors are like this, because it's amazing people out there. And I will say, on behalf of NHS, it is still out there. You are going to get the ones are very, very naughty. I should say naughty, very disappropriate.
It's a very, very kind word.
Well, I want to say more, but
we got to be on our best behaviour, Drew.
yeah,
absolutely.
But, the police won't even do nothing. The police won't even do nothing. When I served the Right of Human Act, 1998, Human Rights Act, and that's when they released it the following day. And mentally, psychologically, it affected me, my sister, and to hear
It
your
made you
mother
very
cry.
emotional.
I even will admit this on live air. It even caused me to have a seizure at one point. And I'm not epileptic. I'm not diabetic. I'm not any illness. It got to the point where I actually had a seizure through the stress.
Wow.
Because the hospital weren't listening. They were scaring her. And she didn't want to be on this ward at all. She had problems with them in the past. So I kicked in. And I tell you what, buddy, I'm happy she's back home.
Wow. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Again, Drew, I'm sorry you had to go through that, and your mom. I'm sorry she had to go through that. That's why it's so important, even if they're professional establishments, institutions, medical institutions, you still have to question certain things, and you have to kind of remind them, my mom needs this and my mom needs that, and there's certain medications my mom needs, and it is a constant reminder. And I've heard stories where if family members did not do that, they could have lost their parent. They could have lost a family member if they hadn't intervened. I'm very happy the outcomes.
The outcome was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we made this about all of us tonight. I think tonight
Yes.
we should make this
See, I
as
did
a
speak.
memorial. I think tonight we should make this as a memorial.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth it to keep in memory who your friends are and who you actually care about. And that's something to be acceptable in your mind. It's remember this day where all three of us talked as he is a movie actor or as he is a martial arts master. He's still a human, he's still a friend, and he's still family. But you will see me doing the martial arts bow to him because
Fantastic. I love that.
he's still a master.
I'll pick it up. Not that I've done it though.
Good job, Mama D. That's great. I love it.
But he is still a master, he's still a friend, he's family. And that's what John is to me. He's like family. So, especially in the martial arts family, where we got taught all different types of martial arts as a kid, going into our adults, every martial arts person will always look after their family.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing. But John, it's been an absolutely amazing show.
The pleasure is mine. Yeah, it's again, Drew, it's been way too long. And I'm glad we had the opportunity to go ahead and talk about everybody. That's the wonderful part about this is that everybody shared their story, and that was great. It's an honor, and I'll keep you posted on things as they come up, and Drew, I have to excuse myself. I'm receiving a text that I need to make a phone call, so I need to run right now. So
that's okay. I wish you all the best on your new movie, Bouncer.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
I can't wait to watch it.
Thank you, guys. Love you guys from California.
Have a good day. What's left of it?
You take care. Have a great one, guys.
Take care.
We'll see
Thank
you.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Thank
We'll see you. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was John Ozuna. I will read your comments in a minute. Guys, it's been so much going on. We told emotional, but we told their stories. It's been amazing. And that's going to go in the magazine, I reckon. TNTV's got his own magazine. If you want to put your story in a magazine, please email me. Please message the page. So then we can put your story. If you've got a paranormal team, or if you've got a ghost team, or you've got a movie, or you want to get pictures out, or you want to talk about spiritual, please give me a message, give me an email, give me a contact. If you want to come on TNTV, you guys are absolutely amazing as audience. Been watching. We absolutely enjoy your show. All of you as well, because you're the show as well. You're the show. You're the most important of the show.
Most important part.
Yes, we talked about 43 million people in statistics, but that wasn't important. The most important thing is, it is you guys enjoying it as an entertainment show, and the outcome of that tonight was proven right there. All of you comment, all of you enjoyed it, and it was there. You guys have made it brilliant for me and brilliant for the DNTV group. And we cannot say enough to you guys. As an audience or as a viewer, we cannot say enough for your support. And if you want to become a fuller supporter, message me and we will set up a special page where you could be a official supporter of the NTV. It does get supported by a lot of producers and a lot of movie actors, and it does get watched by a lot of people, and we can make it happen if you guys want to make it happen. Dorothy, again, thank you for coming on, Mama D.
Always here to help you, Drew. You know that.
John and Phil, thank you for watching later on to the Paranormal, Red Ridge Paranormal. Go and check out their page. They've been a big help. Brian, Parapost, they got so many shows going on. You guys need to watch it. It is fun. Neps Paranormal, also the FBI page. Go and check them out. Phoenix and Stokes, which is my business. Go and check out Team Spirit Paranormal. God, my throat is going. 1 minute.
Almost done. You've almost made it to the end, Drew.
Oh, this is really hard today. Go and check out the YouTube channel. If you haven't got my YouTube channel, please go and look for the NTV YouTube channel. It's going to be one hell of a lot of shows on there. Go and smash the like button, leave a comment, notification. Make that DNTV channel happen. And that's it. I'm done.
But everybody's welcome to come and join us and say hello. The more the merrier.
The more merrier, the more happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, you're with me, Drew Nicholas from DNTV.
Sharing the love.
Definitely. Let me read out your comments very quickly before I end. I just got to drink a more chocolate milkshake.
Down it.
Oh. I have my mum on Australia TV. I got the doctor of the hospital moved and recited and headed of a department. Also had new police put in
Policies
place.
put in place.
I'm so proud of you, Kelly. So proud of you. Amanda, love you, Mum. Amanda, hi, I love you all. No one is infetchable. I say that all patients should never take anything until you ask what you're taking and why. I agree with this. Always go with your gut. Yep. In feeling it. Never wrong. I also get a list of all medication because I can assume they will.
Sure, they'll stuff it up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Maria, thank you for your nice comment, darling. And I hope you and your son are okay. Amazing show. Take care, everyone. And Kelly, LOL. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night or great day. Be safe. Be careful out there. And just enjoy a little bit out there, okay? Let the world be your park. See you soon.
Have a good day. Bye from us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
A little bit. You know, the weirdos never find other weirdos weird.
I'm always weird.
And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. More people should hang out around other weirdos.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
People, how much of a legend? Everyone's calling you a legend, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. What's up, Jamie? God, I've seen so many people that I know. Hey, I want to do a quick shout out to my little buddy Scott Kelly Duffy, who's watching. He is a diehard member of the Way the Cobra Dojo. So I want to say hi to him and everybody else who has bought my book and become a part of the Way the Cobra Dojo.